G'day viewers, well today we went for a drive to South Australia. Yeah, got across the border, got a bit needed to go to the toilet, take a leak, pulled up and found this sitting under the tree. Yeah, I've already shipped it. I only had the power supply, the 2-speed, I think it's a 2-speed fan, if I remember correctly. Keyboard, that was sitting in the front, and the motherboard, that's all that was left of the computer. There's the rest of it. It's a Dimension 3100. Was a Pentium 4, 2005 model computer. Had a SATA cable, I kept that. I needed that. Power supply, I need these, or keep these. I desperately need these Molex to SATA power converters. But yeah, got all Rubicon caps on it. Nippon Chemicon caps. I think that's from a school, but yeah, it's got 2 SATA connections. I'm trying to think what kind of motherboard it is. Okay, viewers, here it's all put back together. It's got the motherboard still in it, but I'll be using that for bits and pieces. Dimension 3100, so I'll be using that case for something, that's for sure. At least I got some bolts. I needed some bolts and stuff for my computer, so yeah, got a good SATA cord. I'll need these, as I was saying, for my other, to make a Molex to SATA connector. So I'll be using that. This is only a Lite-On brand Dell OEM power supply. It's a 230 watt. Not really useful nowadays. Yeah, so it's pretty much dry inside. It's been sitting on been raining flat out yesterday, and probably been there for a couple of weeks out in the weather. But yeah, the power supply amazingly was pretty dry inside, so all I did was just open it up, set it for about an hour or two, and blew it out, got all the dust out, and there was no moisture in there at all. Just plugged it in, jumped it to turn it on, showing off. She's working. It's a very, very, very quiet fan. 11.85 volt, obviously it's a 12 volt in this rail here. Obviously 5 amp or thereabout. Now I'll try another rail. Let's try a 5 volt rail. Still got the original plastic cap on that one, so. Now the motherboard, I think it's obviously a crappy motherboard anyway. 2005, so it's only a basic computer. 5.10 volts. 1.5 amps. I'll be using this for another car head unit conversion project. So yeah, it's not really powerful enough for electrolysis, so it's a bit too underpowered for that. But yeah, it's good enough to power a car head unit. And then there's this orange one we're talking about here. It's only on there. Okay, I won't be able to measure that one there then. Unless you can take those SATA cable connector thing off. Yeah. Useful. I got myself a nice power supply now. Shut it off. Obviously computer power supplies don't like to run without a load, so. But yeah. I got a nice fan. AVC brand fan with ball bearing type. Speed controller for the motherboard. I blew this out, it was a bit wet, so this was pretty murky, but it came out pretty clean. I give it a wipe over, and yeah, I'm sure I'll come up with a good use for this one, so that's a good score. Bearings are fine. Yes, and there the fan bearings are fine. All the capacitors in there are fine. There's no burnt or badly scored or anything that's been physical signs of damage in here, so it's good. Probably came from a school, so. That was an XP. Yeah, it doesn't say any of the school thing on there though, so it's obviously from a school, as I was saying. Pentium 4 it used to be. There's a motherboard, got no processor, it's completely stripped. The only thing useful was a SATA connector, the BIOS battery off the board, and that fan and that power supply and a heap of bolts, which I'll need for my computer, and some blanking plates, which I also needed. But yeah, I got something I needed, that's good. Making something else with that computer case, so yeah, stay tuned for some projects for this. So It's amazing what you can find on the side of the road. Gotta love your free stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching.